ask my colleagues here in the Security Council, who among us would accept this type of activity on your border? No one would. No country in this chamber would act with more restraint.
Injuring 2,700. We'll speak to Norman Finkelstein, author of Gaza, an inquest into its martyrdom.
I'm not asking, do you believe they were legal? I'm asking, do you believe they were immoral?
What would I say to you guys?
Effort to persuade union members to quit and stop paying dues. All that and more coming up.
While the capacity of the emergency department is 20 beds or 20.
$65. Meaning in life is arbitrary. Why ruin the universe with rigidity? I want to get to the last line here. It might, y'all have to watch last week's show. This is the beginning. This is a trilogy, the Brother R.A. trilogy, going deeper into self. What is that word? Individual? Undivided? Am I undivided? So let's go a little bit deeper into arbitrary. It might be better not to ruin the universe with our own patterns. Do we establish a pattern a way of dealing, coping, and how do we deal with our health and our patterns? Now, after Arbitrary from last week's show, I read Breakthrough. And Breakthrough, y'all have to hear last week's show to catch up to this particular point. And so, as I took the hit and dealing with everything being arbitrary in life and not being rigid and tapping into the universe or tapping into the abstract, how is universe spelled with a U, open, one verse, tapping into the one verse of yourself, of who you are. Black man thinking as Father Nature. I've gotten kicked off of 4 radio stations and sharing knowledge and information about an individual tapping into themselves, having an individual acknowledging how great they really fucking are. And I got kicked off of Facebook for saying, being Father Nature and discussing being melanin dominant, getting rooted, grounded, and centered into myself. Into myself. So, individual. How is the eye drawn? How did the ancestors think about communicating a message several generations down the line? Down the line, what am I talking about? How are those letters drawn? As I enunciate and articulate in my colonizer's language. I can't resent the colonizer's language. They only devastated it only so much. But it's the individual who is individed, who doesn't tap into centering. You see, I'm wearing the yin-yang symbol. Where is the center? Here, let's go back to this shot. Where is the center? If you have 2 spheres coming together, 2 balls, how do you communicate this message? Oh, the figure 8? And I'm just talking about language. How did the ancestors who thought about these things, I mean, where did, I have here a compass to put it in the center to draw the circle. How did they build the pyramids? The base of the pyramid is 4 90-degree angles. 4 90-degree angles equals 360 degrees. Now, how do you show depth of consciousness, awakeness, alertness, tapping into oneself? So, here, 9 minutes in, RA talks too goddamn much. Let's get back to finishing this particular thought. Don't get lost in yourself. Don't get lost in a character of yourself, but get centered, rooted, grounded into who you is, about your consciousness. The last line I was discussing with my female friend, and I mean, how many people can even comprehend this level of consciousness that I'm alluding to. I said harmony is strength. And so I'm putting the pieces of my yin-yang, my balance, into who I am, tapping into Father Nature. And I'm reading the Tao, and in reading the Tao, the line I wish to focus on, gotta watch last week's show. I'm reading Breakthrough, page 257. As soon as we see a chance, we must act. Unless we engage ourselves and events fully, we cannot expect to act sufficiently. Tapping in to who you are sufficiently, not inadequately, not fakely, not around the Murray Bay. What is that? The bush. Yeah, round and round. No, we're gonna get to that round and round. Ha! So, okay, 12 minutes in, breakthrough. Taking advantage, unless we engage ourselves and events fully. I'm engaging myself fully into this event of producing media, information of how an individual can go from individed to full of their self. You don't want to be individed. You're not sure which way, separate. No. You wish to get into your divine self. You can't fake the funk with yourself. Or can you? Think. It's not illegal yet. Or is it already illegal for niggas to think? Have a calendar. I forgot to bring it. I'm so pissed. Calendar on the wall in the kitchen. And you can read the history of what happened on this particular day. Read about what melanin recessive inbred mutant albinos with a calcified pineal gland did to melanin dominant individuals with a liquid fluid pineal gland. I'm talking about balance. Pay attention. Balance, yin and yang. Now, how do you define yin and yang? My note here, yin and yang, full and empty. There is no right or wrong. It's just like, is there a wrong angle or area in this sphere? Isn't it a shame that you would remain flat and unbalanced? Now, is this balanced now? No. Only when the air bubble is in the center is it balanced. So in understanding that particular liquid, melanin dominant people have in the pineal gland, liquid pineal gland, when you have moisture in your first eye, represented on the back of the dollar bill, the pyramid, that ancestral people with a liquid pineal gland built on a particular longitude and latitude, and when the two spheres, when another sphere or globe or orb got too close to Earth, Mars and Venus almost collided with Earth, tilting Earth's axis 23 degrees. So now we have the North Pole and the South Pole. There was a total planet of melanin-dominant individuals. When the Earth's axis tilted, melanin-dominant people got caught in the North Pole. No more ass around. What's a dude gonna do? Only female related is alive. She's related to you. The blood gene is too similar. But what are you gonna do? Inbreed. So when there's inbreeding, the genes are too similar. This is all dealing with arbitrary. Keep up, goddamn. Arbitrary breakthrough the calendar, melanin dominant people getting hung by melanin recessive people. How did melanin recessive people come to exist? Because the melanin dominant people were fucking family members. And so with the family members having sex, copulating, the genes, when the genes are different, they can grasp and lock and hold on. The liquid in the pineal gland. Level. But when the genes are too similar, the melanin recesses, stops. Can't be a child of the sun. No, I need suntan. I gotta. Do I look a little darker? I was stood out in the sun the other day. I was doing my standing exercise outside in the sun. Allowing my chi and my energy to tap in to the crust of the core. The crust of the core of the earth. If we're talking about a sphere and Earth's axis tilted now, it's a little off. But inside the earth, the core of the earth, melting rock, and I'm on the crust of the melting rock, allowing my imagination to tap in, allow the earth's energy to rise through the balls of my feet, gathering 2 inches below my navel in my dantian. Allow the liquid pineal gland to see Orion's belt and the North Star, taking it in, balancing the energy of the universe and the galaxies within my dantian, 2 inches below my navel, in my creative, imaginary energy connector to the earth, the heavens. Being divine. So, dealing with the melanin recessed, inbred mutant albino, calcified pineal gland. There's some, I have to give kudos to, what's your boy? He played Batman in this one. Ben Affleck, there you go. And Jason Bourne, two melanin recessive individuals that I respect their work. But we as melanin dominant people, we're not capable of tapping in to ourselves totally. We don't allow ourselves. Oh, the songs for today. I wish the world had all happy people. Then there would be no more wishing to do. Sweet love. And there's a few songs for today. As I'm talking all this shit, melanin dominant, melanin recessive, calcified pineal gland, and I'm saying the distinction between the yin-yang symbol is full and empty. The calcified pineal gland, hard. It doesn't have the liquid. It doesn't get balanced. Little arrhythmic. Can't tap into the frequency of light as well as someone who's melanin dominant. Talking all this shit. The song is, Tell Me You Still Care. I'm Father Nature. I'm sharing knowledge and information. And as I'm sharing the information about who I am and tapping into my divinity and myself, saying these things and understanding the mind control that melanin dominant people have endured for 400 some odd years, valuing stupid shit like dead slaveholders. But wait a minute, why? I talked about how I got, taken last week of about $3,000 or some shit. But it's just as bad going to the goddamn supermarket. I gotta spend almost $10 for a bottle of agave. I'm getting raped, robbed, abused in the same way. But I'm tapping in to my divinity. And so having this type of energy and ability, I can feel my chi. It's running. The energy, the telekinetic energy that, let me go ahead. Did I get through that point? I was supposed to read 2 other Tao pages today, but I seem to have lost it. But let me just conclude once again with this segment, breakthrough. Am I breaking through into myself, understanding I? How is the I drawn? One letter, one line, up and down. How do you draw one? One, up and down. Tapping into your individual. Wait a minute, are you individed? Are you separated? Or are you tapped in? Are you full and empty? Or are you just full? Or are you just empty? Or do you have a balance of full and empty? And not only on a flat piece of paper, but in a sphere. Dealing within your own majesty. That's right, I got an Empire date tonight. Conclusion, Empire. I got my own empire, baby doll. Shit. So, unless we engage ourselves and events fully, we cannot expect to act sufficiently. First song was, I wish the world had all happy people. Then there would be no more wishing to do. I wish the world had all happy people. There would be no more wishing to do. Sweet love. And tell me, do you still care? please acknowledge too, I'm looking at you in my left eye. My focus, my balance is in my left eye, on the side of my heart, as I focus into the camera. And I did bring my mirror. I don't know how I could look into my own left eye. I guess I could, I'll just look at you and I don't need, but there's an exercise. You look into your own left eye. Reaching that level of relaxation within yourself, belief in yourself, acknowledge your own grandeur. You don't need these particular words, these letters out of our colonizers' language of English. Can't get mad, they had to survive. They are the melanin recessive inbred mutant albino with the calcified pineal gland. They are our children. Tell me, do you still care? Mind-blowing decisions causes head-on collisions. Damn, I create some good programming. Yeah, the songs that came to mind as I'm preparing programming for you. I wish the world had all happy people. There would be no more wishing to do sweet love. Tell me you still care. And mind-blowing decisions causes head-on collisions. Easy like a Sunday morning. It's the next song. Is this easy? OMG. So, easy like a easy like a Sunday morning. And the last song, heaven must be like this, right? Tapping into the complete balance of your individuality, and you're not individed. You're capable of elevating your self-esteem, your chi, your inner abilities to think outside the box of normal. I wanted to read the Tao. I get 30 minutes left. Let me go ahead and discuss the shows. That's right. I'll discuss some of these DVDs I have up here. The black version and the white version of The Middle of Nowhere. Am I taking you out to the middle of nowhere? And it's very interesting. The black versions, that's why she was dealing with him being in lockup. A correctional institution. A correctional institution. An institution for correction. I'm talking about a level of education, a level of self-love, self-esteem, self-respect, pride, proud. For some reason, the aggressive, calcified pineal gland ruling, controlling, and dominating, gotten control of the mind of the masses. The melanin recessives are only 1/10 the Earth's population. 1/10 have calcified pineal glands. 9/10 of the world's population have a liquid fluid pineal gland. Black, brown, red, yellow people are all melanin dominant. If they were to copulate with someone white, the baby would be melanin dominant. So because of the aggressiveness of the male in the white man wishing to stay empowered, if black people got this type of consciousness regularly, and if we were able to issue chi, or just be able to think a particular thought, in a higher level of relaxation, I wouldn't want those that robbed me of 3G to go to a correctional institution. But I would issue some chi. Actually, that's right too. I wanted to put their phone number up on how they played me. Call me back talking about they was Apple. And you gotta go to the store and buy an Apple card and we'll mail you your phone. Cause we heard, see, I think they jumped they jumped Apple's server and got my phone number. Then called me up on my cell phone and said, oh, sir, we need you to do this, and you don't have to come to the store to get your Apple phone. We'll mail it to you. I'm like, cool. But they kept telling me each time I called back, they said, oh, the Apple server's down. If you could get another couple of those cards and, you know, get some Google Play cards. Yeah, maybe the Google server. So $3,000. I was young, I was dumb, the aggressive, manipulative, melanin dominant people that are stuck on stupid, that don't tap into their individuality. Would I want them to go to a correctional institution because they robbed me, or being Father Nature, would I want them... Here, I gotta go ahead and I'm gonna put up their number real quick, or put that number out there, say it one time, and after I say this number, let's make sure. Actually, there's been a few scams out there that folks trying to call me. Actually, no, I don't wish to call you. Y'all scam. I just want to read the number. So if I hit the I, 1-833-248-8637. 1-833-248-8637. And I spoke to, it sounded like a couple of brothers, and one of them was named John, and the other one was named Josh, or whatever, and they played like they were employees, and one thought he was said he was the assistant manager, and so on and so forth. And, okay, so y'all got me good, so I need to take you over my knee and give you a spanking. Now, how can I do that? Being melanin dominant, would I want them to be oppressed and taken out of circulation and dumbed down? Or would I think about issuing some chi from here? And what do you mean by that, RA? What are you talking about, chi? And so let me show you from my Tai Chi class the energy that I'm learning to develop as a black man.
It develops sensitivity throughout the body as the first stage of pushing. Noel and Aaron has been pushing hands for a little while, a few years, so they would demonstrate a couple of forms of pushing hand. Now you will switch to number 2. This is well within a circle. Switch it back to the other side. Switch it.
This is 2004.
Right. Push both directions. Now, set up a dynamic push. This is dynamic pushing. Tai Chi has many types of energy. These are just actually 3 of the different ones. Now we will demonstrate the art of kinetic energy. Telekinetic energy requires one to be really developed in this art of Tai Chi Chuan, especially this form. It requires one to have great skills of mental projection. You must use your mind skillfully and accurately. That energy is being used to control her, move her about. Until you stop her. Good, very good, very good. Okay, telekinetic energy requires one to develop themselves mentally and spiritually. It requires a lot of breathing, movements, and mental perception, visualization, dynamic pushing, that bouncing one another off. That's there is chi, that he's using energy to uproot his opponent. This also strengthens the body's bones and ligaments and tendons, strengthens the body's muscle tissues, and it also is good for the lungs, respiratory system. Pushing hand invigorates the heart, the cardiovascular system. You know, in other martial arts, they do a lot of punching and kicking. I guess this would be equivalent to that. Except we do it without getting our mouth busted and our knees bent and broken and so on. And this is just a new form. This is internal art. Okay, relax for a minute. Okay, as you can see, push hand, it doesn't require, the smaller man can push the bigger man or vice versa. The idea is to develop the ability to do such. This energy also has ability to touch. It's a touch form of energy. It's called sticky hand. This exercise here is good for you people like the shop. If someone getting away, you can get out the way in a hurry, you know? It's very lightly touching. See? All right, come on. Come on, Aaron, right in front. Come right in front, Aaron. Larry, come in the back. Come in the back. Put your hands together. Put your hands. It also has the power to have a lot of power in the body that doesn't require a lot of exertions. Okay, man, push. Right? These people are pushing with all their power, and I'm simply able to stand here. Right? And can push. Okay? So this is good energy. This is developed energy. So you got 200 and you got 100 pushing 160. So that's 300 pushing at 160 pounds, and I can stand there. They're pushing everything they got, And if I choose, I'll start turning, right? And then you can't do anything, okay? I was turning, that's good, okay. No problem, move on to the side. Take a break. So, Tai Chi has a lot of power. You can, it has all this tremendous power. Power, how do I explain power? Chi grows. The older you get like me, the greater your chi become. Older means the longer you practice. We're gonna demonstrate the art of still telekinetics energy. Kinetic energy doesn't require you to move, really. It requires you to have the ability to focus on one's energy and make it do exactly as you will. Now, this energy is also used for healing. It opens all the meridians in the body, allows chi to flow naturally through the body. You have to be really strong to be able to withstand this energy. This should not be tried at home. I don't say that because you need to say that. This is almost, you only can learn this exercise through a trained master, someone who has the skills to teach you that.
He's my teacher.
And every student cannot acquire this art. I mean, some people are not able to acquire it. Okay? All right. Now, Renee Wynn has been practicing Tai Chi, what, 10 years? And she has a lot of skills. She has a lot of skills in weaponry. But also it transferred in her ability to do a lot of other things. And one thing is that she has a way that she can direct energy at will. However, she doesn't know she had it.
this brother, that's Master Heat. I'm just gonna read. And I'm just me editing. So, me thinking, issuing chi to my viewers, but to those who offend me, not with the full side, the heart, that's good energy. I'll send you the empty energy with the right eye. Those that desire to abuse Brother R.A. Just issue some chi. I'm gonna correct the world. We gotta go beyond the Dr. Martin Luther King, I have a dream, and him getting assassinated. Move up into a more divine level of thinking. Issuing chi, having an individual think, proud of, what was last week's song? Superstition, Stevie Wonder?
Well, if you can imagine yourself being able to use energy this way or have it in your body this way, it should be very helpful for keeping things like circulation going, keeping the body flexible and agile, keep the joints open, and most of all, too, it retards the aging process, slows it down, right? It invigorates. And last but not least, it's dangerous in case you have to defend yourself at an instant. Sean, this art is tremendous in the form of self-defense, right? Step forward and just punch straight out.
I saw that. Did you see that energy? I saw the energy.
All right.
Now, as beautiful as the dance is, you all are not doing the dance right now, okay? You got weapons in your hand.
All right,
so don't be as slow and smooth.
To the next
be smooth, but don't be soft, okay? You got a weapon in your hand, so
I'm gonna try to
do.
Okay. there was another piece in here, and oh, maybe I did do it all. Okay, so we're just gonna have to cut that off. Time is valuable to this brother. So individual, what I see, one of the exercises that individual taught me, look into the pupil and understand the pupil, and I mean the language, the connotations in dealing, the pupil of your eye inside your iris, and then it's on an eyeball. The eyeball. And then with your energy, you with the liquid pineal gland, Father Nature, correctional institution, church, do you think, how is the white man, our inbred mutant albino child, going to teach us this? What was the song? Mind-blowing decisions causes head-on collisions. Who's beeping? My phone's over there. Okay, And I'm glad that happened. Telekinetic energy, get into your own imagination, into your own thought, with your liquid pineal gland. Heaven must be like this. Tapping in. Understanding the depth of your ball. You have this depth. It's not just and how much do you only deal on what you see physically? How about the connotations or into the abstract? Am I fucking you up too much? Can you keep up? Knock, knock. Mind-blowing decisions. Is this superstition? Am I issuing chi to those that jerked with me? Be careful who you fuck with, because you don't know what might be coming back at you. So, I am a loving individual. I'm dealing with balance. I'm talking about being full or empty. I'm working on my balance so when I issue that chi and think that thought, you won't end up in a correctional institution because the institution can't correct you because you have to correct yourself. Individual, I, 1. When you even look at 11, it's 1 and 1. Are you that 1? The equal sign is 2 parallel lines. Equal. Are you equal to yourself? Knock, knock. Why am I beeping? Bye. I gotta go. See y'all later. Have a great day. Mwah.